Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Jimin and why some people want him to start a YouTube channel and why a lot of people think he will be a YouTuber. There's a lot of theories going on, but we need to talk about the likelihood of that. We also have less light tea of a company deciding to remove BTS from their website after receiving backlash for being racist. Not BTS being racist, but the company. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I do not like racism. It's not very nice to be racist. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, lying to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is Jimin and him being a YouTuber. First off, I thought this was such a cute thing to be talking about, and I would totally be excited if Jimin decided to go ahead and do like a vlog for the world right now. It would literally be a gift to us armies. Honestly, I do kind of hope if BTS does retire one day for them to just vlog their life or do what J-Hope's sister is doing, which is starting her own clothing brand and then using the channel to promote it. I think it's a smart move and it would be very chill. They wouldn't have to keep jumping around and hurting themselves by dancing too much or whatever. But where did this come from? Why are people asking Jimin to do YouTube when he is such an amazing singer? Well, I think for the most part it is a joke, but a lot of people definitely would love to see vlogs of him, lifestyle vlogs. But recently, Jimin, Jin, and RM did a little live stream. It was super cool. And they were doing an eating show, which is very popular in Korea. Not too much here in America. I think most people don't get it, but I love watching our boys eat. Every time the members made some food, added some food, or simply changed something, Jimin would show the camera what was going on. He would do the very basic YouTuber thing to do, which is put their hand behind the product and show the product. Jin saw that Jimin was doing this so much with everything he was showing. And I mean, Jimin did this with everything. When he did his salad bowl and he was showing off the eggs, to when he added some meat to salad and showed it off, to his yogurt cup. It was hilarious. Jin was confused as to what this was. Perhaps Jin doesn't watch YouTube as much. Or maybe Jimin watches a lot of makeup videos. Because obviously gamers and vloggers don't really do that motion. Maybe we can see Jimin do a makeup one day. Very cute. He can do makeup on me any day. He can literally make me look like a clown. And I will be like, wow, you're so talented. I'm the hottest clown I've ever seen. And then at red carpets, they'll be like, who did this look? And then I'll be like, none other than my husband, the Jiminster, of course. You know, the one who's breaking records right now, that Jiminster. The Jiminster you wish was your husband. That my little humble but not so humble brag. You gotta be humble but not so humble on the red carpet. It's like the law. I'm joking. But Jin had no idea, so he asked if this was an energy key thing, which I believe is a Dragon Ball Z reference. So I love the fact that Jin watches anime. That makes him even more attractive. Imagine if I was attractive. Yeah, that's it. Just imagine. But Jimin immediately corrected Jin and said, no, it's a YouTuber thing, and it's to focus the camera. Yes and no. So usually only when it's up close, because a camera typically wouldn't have a hard time focusing if the subject is really far away, and if the shot is very wide. But if you want to show stuff up close, the camera automatically detects that and tries to focus on these smaller points so the camera can pick up the details from the item you're showing up close. This is when you need to do that motion, because the camera will typically try to focus on maybe your face, so putting your hand there removes any other background the camera could try to focus on and forces it to focus on that one item you need. If you're far away, the only reason it needs to be done is if the item is blending into the background and it's hard to see. So if it's white and the walls are white, you put your hand behind it so you can see it. Typically there's no reason to do it though. I think it's just like a joke among YouTubers now when people do it. But I want to see what some people were saying on the Tweetster about Jimin, the Jiminster, being a YouTuber. One person wrote, in conclusion, Jimin will be the cutest YouTuber ever. I would imagine there would literally be no objections. Like, who would not want to see our baby on their phone every single day? But then like showing how he makes his coffee or showing his morning routine, which is probably a very expensive skincare routine. He could title his video The Life of a K-pop Idol. Honestly, titling it Life as Jimin from BTS would even work. But I think the videos even have the potential to really push BTS even further to an audience that wouldn't otherwise listen to BTS. Like there's probably people interested in being K-pop idols or adults interested in life of what an idol goes through that are not interested in BTS. But maybe if they find Jimin's videos, they might watch it and love it. So whether Jimin would leave BTS to do YouTube or do it alongside BTS. I would love to see it and pray that we can get a Jimin vlog one day. I would also love to see Jungkook do it. I think it would be very cute. He could continue his GCF series. Y'all remember that? He would edit and direct these short montages of BTS's trip and post it on YouTube. He hasn't done one in a long time, obviously, as he can't travel, but I do hope he eventually does it again. And I'm predicting things to go back to normal by the summer. I think he will put out a GCF and it will be dope. Recently, there was this controversy with a company called Tops, I believe. This is generally a big story right now, so maybe you've heard of it. All sorts of hashtags were trending, and it was a lot to deal with, I'm sure. I think Tops is chewing gum and candy. I think they also do sports cards or something. I didn't know people still bought sports cards, nothing against those who do. You do you, obviously. I just didn't know that was still a profitable business. But this company does a lot of designs, and even celebrity cards, like singer celebrities. They've done Billie Eilish, which they called Buoyant Billie. They've done Taylor Swift, which they called Tree Swift. Generally, these are cute. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, it's just for fun, I guess. And I guess a lot of people just collect these. Recently, there were BTS cards that were made by them. And when I saw it at first, I was like, oh, this is satire, right? I hadn't heard of the company before, and I thought they did political cartoons. And usually those are kind of crude and violent sometimes, but it's to show the message of something being unfair. And I thought maybe they were trying to go for a message of Grammys abusing BTS. But after seeing some of their other cards, like the Billie and Taylor, it's like, this is the card you chose for BTS? Like BTS being beaten up and bruised? Especially everything going on within the Asian community right now, and just how Asians are dying and being killed. This just comes across very tone deaf, and it's very insensitive to what is going on. But also, why are they drawing Asians beaten up? Like, these are for collecting, right? If it was printed and people bought them, a lot of people who aren't BTS fans would have bought them too, just to collect. Or maybe sell in the future. I don't know what people do with these cards. But years later, when they're being shown to kids or whoever, this is the light they're gonna show BTS in, being beaten up. Maybe they were going for the satirical thing, like I thought initially, but it doesn't come across that way, and it comes across tone deaf to everything going on right now. The internet was furious, and they began trending various hashtags, like racism is not comedy. The racism that Asians have seen for such a long time has just been seen as comedy. Of course, Tops addressed this and took down the card. You cannot buy it anymore, it was never printed. But it's so interesting when any other race can say, don't say that it's racist, and get an apology. But when it's an Asian racist thing, it's like you're being too sensitive. Or as I've gotten, you don't experience racism, you're white. I think people forget that Asian people have received racism in their ancestry for a long time. I always bring up this argument or court case, Ozawa versus United States, where this Japanese man petitioned to the Supreme Court to be classified as white. This way he could do things that white people could do at the time, like live in certain neighborhoods, own certain homes, or any homes at all, and I believe things like that. The court denied it and said he could not pass as white and he was not allowed to have those privileges. Don't tell me that Asians don't experience racism when I've never said it feels like it's racist, and I'm mad. I've always proven with hard evidence, and now a court case, as an example of racism that exists here. I hope we can do better. I hope we can live in a world where all BTS wants to do is make music, but they're constantly reminded that their music will never be as good as an American singer because they're not American. Their music won't be good because of their race. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving a comment. As always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things we like to see over there. Link is in the top of the description down below. We also have such a fun time interacting with each other over there as well, so make sure you go ahead and check it out. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that, which is free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.